Baller Nation, to another night of ladies basketball. Right now we are in the game for the JV girls. We have the McBain girls against the Comet girls from NMC. This is going to be a great matchup today with both varsity and JV, but first we're going to start with our JV team with Van Polen going to the center to jump for the ball. And I believe that is number 2, Harper Tossie, up there as well. Ball is up, and it'll be NMC ball first. That'll be number 15, Winkle. Gives it to number 2, Tossie. Shoots for 2, but does get the travel called on her. And now we have Rambler ball underneath. That'll be Hall taking it out. Passing it in to Van Polen. Van Polen to Wallenges. Wallenges looks for Blood. Goes in the hands of a Comet, but Blood gets it back. Gives it back to Van Polen, taking it to the top. Van Polen. That's Ridgway. Ridgway back to Van Polen. Van Polen for the 3. That is swish and in. That is 3. Oh, Ramblers take the first points of the game at 7 minutes and 27 seconds. That'll now number 11. Bennett taking it down the court for the Comets, who tosses it back up to number 15, Winkle. Winkle looking at Tossie. Tossie looking down low. The shot was no good and is rebounded by Wallenges. Wallenges gives it to Hall. Hall back to Van Polen. Van Polen looking down low to Hall. Hall gives it back out to Ridgway. Ridgway drives in. And there was a 3-second violation there on McBain. It'll now be NMC's ball. And 15, Winkle. And the ball was stolen by Van Polen. And it is in for 2, making it 5-0. Comets under some heavy McBain defense. Tossie now gets it down low to number 20. And there is a foul as number 20, Martins, tried to go up for 2, but did draw the foul, bringing her to the free throw line, and she will now be shooting for 2. And for her second, it is no good, and is rebounded by McBain. And Brooklyn Hall, and I'll take it back out for McBain, who will be tossing it into Van Polen. Van Polen looking down court, gets it to almost to Wallenges, but the Comets do steal the ball, and now number 20, that'll be Martins, gives it to number 15, Winkle. Winkle in some trouble, does step out of bounds on the double team. Now McBain ball. Ridgway and Van Polen working very hard there. Does manage to get her to step out of bounds. Brooklyn Hall into Van Polen. Van Polen at the top, looking down low, gets it to Hall. Hall to Blood. Blood goes up for 2. That was a difficult shot there, a bit behind the basket. Does manage to almost turn her body enough to throw it right in the hoop. And going down court, we had number 11 after the rebound. That was Bennett. And Ridgway does draw a foul. That'll be McBain 2 and Comet 0. And now number 11, that'll be Bennett taking it out. Gets it to number 2, that's Tossie. Tossie back to number 11, that's Bennett. Bennett looking to drive, but does get her shot blocked by Wallenges. Van Polen gets it to Ridgway for the easy 2. It'll be 9-0 now. As 15. Now we got number 11 in a little bit of trouble. That's Bennett. Gets it back to Winkle, 15 for the Comets. Gets the ball stolen again. Van Polen down low for the layup, and it is in. 11-0 now in the first quarter. And we will get a timeout. And this timeout here, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by Little Town Jerky. Little Town Jerky has many great flavors in meat sticks and jerky. One of their favorite flavors of mine happens to be teriyaki, and I will be definitely eating some tonight. But so far during this first quarter so far, actually, it has been heavily on McBain's side. I mean, putting up 11 points here in the first quarter, not even 3 minutes in. McBain coming out very strong, proving on both sides that they're here to win. Offense is looking strong, and so is their defense. With a couple easy layups there, just driving down the court, helped them push that deficit to 11. And the Comets will now start under their hoop. That'll be number 11, Bennett. Looking for number 15, Winkle. Did not work with Van Polen. Knocks it out. And now Bennett will give it back to Winkle. Winkle, under heavy double team, loses the ball, gets stolen by Blood, gets it to Hall. Hall gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway up for a hard two. Does get rebounded by NMC. That'll be number 22, Winkle. 15 now. Heavy double team, steps out, and it'll be McBain ball. So far tonight, this first quarter, McBain has had heavy double teams on the other opposing team. I mean, as soon as they get to the line there, it's just a swarm of them start to come in. Ridgway on the outside of the three-point line drives in and does get a travel as she runs into number 11, Bennett. Bennett now will be looking for number 15, Winkle, but does get the ball tipped by Van Polen. Van Polen still proving how good she is at defense tonight as far as stealing the ball and causing double teams and knocking the ball out of other opponents' hands. Especially when how tall she is, just like many of her teammates there, it does help. Ridgway seeming just to walk right up there and grab the ball, causes a jump ball. It'll now be McBain ball. And Hall will be taking it out, passing it into Van Polen. Van Polen now will dribble down the court. Looking down low for some movement, and is not there, gives it to Ridgway. Ridgway tries to get to Van Polen, who almost loses the ball, but does get it back. Blood, triple teamed. And it'll now be Comet ball. That'll be number 11, Bennett. Once again, trying to get it number 15, Winkle. This time succeeds, but once again gets pressured by McBain defense. Van Polen, Blood misses the two. Van Polen there for the rebound and puts it right back up there, making it 13-0. Winkle again. And there was a foul on McBain in the heavy pursuit there, looking to steal the ball. And we have a sub now. Hall will come out and Bosher will come in. And the ball was passed, did roll down the court all the way down there. Almost looking to get a steal, does not happen to get it. And number 11, Winkle, will try and, number 11, Bennett, I apologize, will try and drive in for the layup, but does draw the foul, instead bringing her to the free throw line. Looking for her first. Right in. That'll be 13-0, 13-1. She'll now be looking for a second. And that also goes in, making it 13-2 now. Van Polen to Bosher, back to Van Polen. Van Polen looking down low for Blood, gets it to Wallen just in the paint, who goes up for two, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, but Comets, number 2, Tossie, comes up with it. Number 15, Winkle, now not a little hesitant to drive down the court, tries to pass it to number 11, that's Bennett. Gets it to Tossie, number 2. Down low, Wallen just stops the pass from happening. Blood picks it right back up, bringing it down low, looking for Van Polen. Was a hard pass there. Now on the outside, Ridgway back to Van Polen. Van Polen to Blood. Looking down low in the paint is Wallinges. Wallinges up for 2 and gets it. That'll be 15-2 now. McBain's still up with 3 minutes to go in the first. On the missed pass, Bosher gets the steal. And Blood wide open in the paint. It's a little scuffle. Puts it right back up there. Does not make it. It'll now be Comet basketball. Tossy now. As McBain does a heavy press, as they're known for. Trying to steal the ball back. A little bit of a cat fight down there as they're just, it seems to be going in between players. Van Polen now on the 3, tries to shoot it. Does not quite make it there. Rebound by Wallinges. Wallinges kicks it back out to Ridgway. Ridgway trying to drive in. Does not get there. Wallinges gets it stolen over her head. Calling, and the ref calls it a jump ball. It'll now be Comet basketball once again with number 10 taking it out. That's going to be Bright. Bright gets it to number 15, but in the process of getting it to 15, number 3 Bosher from McBain does draw the foul. Making McBain's fouls 4 and Comet's 0. And there appears to be now 5 fouls as the refs call the other players down low for number 15 Winkle to take her first free throw. In case you didn't know, there is a new foul rule. First team to 5, they automatically go to the free throw line. Those reset after half. Van Polen comes up with the rebound after both free throws are missed. Blood looking down low, but instead kicks it out to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to drive in. Gets blocked off. Bosher to pick up the pass, gives it to Van Polen. Back to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to drive, but does get a travel. And now number 15, that's Winkle. Gonna look to pass it into number 11, that's Bennett, but overpass, gets it to Blood. Blood looking down low for Van Polen. Van Polen up for 2, and it is good. Blood with the assist, and Van Polen for 2 makes it 17-2. 15 Winkle trying to drive it down, but under heavy double team once again. Does happen to bounce off one of McBain's feet, and Comets will take over the ball. Comets gets it into number 11, that's Bennett. Bennett looking for 2. Did not get there. Comet rebounds it. Comets fighting down low with McBain's defense. Defense looks like they have it. Ridgway on the floor, and it's a jump ball. That'll be Ridgway and number 20 Martin's down there for the jump ball, and McBain will have the ball now. Ridgway to Van Polen. Van Polen looking down court, gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to move the ball, gets it to Blood. Blood. And there was a push there. It'll be McBain ball still. Blood will take it out for McBain. Van Polen at the top, gets it to Blood. Blood for an open 3. Bounces right off the rim. Wallen just down low, gets the rebound, puts it back up. No good. Comets get the rebound. Comets in a little bit of trouble there, but they kick it out to number 11, Bennett, who drives down the court, but does lose control of the ball, and it'll now be McBain ball. Ridgway will take it out for McBain, looking to give it into Van Polen. Van Polen looking down court, gets it to Wallinges. Wallinges under double team, gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway kicks it out to Bosher. Bosher for 3, no good. Van Polen on the rebound, gets it back to Ridgway. Ridgway drives down, Gets it to Bosher again. Bosher gets it back to Ridgway. Ridgway to Van Polen. Van Polen shoots for 3. And it is good. Making the score 22. With McBain 20 and your Comets 2. Bennett for a down court toss, who then tries to pass it down low, but Wallen just coming in like a speeding missile. Steals it. Blood trying to get it up there. Does get blocked, and then McBain does draw the foul after a Comet player tugged on Van Polen's arm, who was looking for the rebound. With 22 seconds left in the first, Van Polen will now be looking for 2. We will see what will happen. Their first is good. And we have some subs in here. That'll be Hall and Rawson coming in for Blood and Bosher. Van Polen at the line. Van Polen looking for her second. Bounces off the back of the rim and into the hands of number 2, Tossie, who gives it to Bennett. Back to number 15, Winkle. Back to Bennett. That's to number 10, Bright. Back to Tossie. Tossie looking down low for number 20. Ball does get smacked, and it'll be out on McBain. And number 10, that'll be Bright taking it out. Gives it to Bennett. Bennett looking for 2. Does not get there. Rawson on the defense there managed to get our hand on the ball, but NMC's other player's hand did touch it before it went out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the quarter. With the first quarter ending, it'll be 21-2. So far, first quarter, Ramblers came in dominating the ball game, making a statement right out of the gun. I mean, right off the bat there, you got, I believe it was 4 breakaways leading to layups. And once you have that happen, that puts you 8 points right up ahead, causing a deficit. And I mean, right before the timeout was called, you're leaving 11-1. The Comets team had to have been talking to each other, saying, all right, we got to get back in this game. We got to come back. We got to think of a way to stop McBain. They have a heavy press going. We got to try and find a way to get past that. So far in the first quarter, that did not quite work out for them, which indicating the score. With McBain having multiple steals, I can guarantee that'll keep continuing here in the second quarter. And starting off the second quarter, it'll be white ball, and number 21, Johns, will take it out for the Comets. Johns will be looking. Trying to pass it into Winkle. Did not get there, but Bright happened to get just down there, but it's stolen by Van Polen. Goes up for the layup, no good. Hall there to get it. Puts it right back up there, making the score 23-2. Comets number 15 looking at number 21. 21, Johns. Looking to give it to number 24, Bennett, but did not get there, as Wallen just knocked it right out of bounds. 21, looking back to number 10. That's Bright, gives it back to number 21. It's Johns. Johns looking for 3. Did not make it there. And I believe it is McBain ball. It is McBain ball. Hall will be taking it out now, looking to pass it into Van Polen. Van Polen bringing it up the court. Van Polen now looking down low, gets it to Hall, who then looks to Wallen just for the layup. No good, gets her own rebound, puts it right back up there for the 2, making it 25-2. Number 15, that's Winkle, giving it to number 21, that's Johns. Johns bringing it down the court. Johns gets it back to Winkle. Winkle looking back to Johns. Johns looking to down low for Bennett. Bennett looking for a layup. Spins right off the back end of the rim. And before it went out of bounds, the Ramblers player did touch it, and it happened to go out of bounds. Comet ball down below. Bennett looking for a jump shot, 2. No good. Wallenges will now get the rebound. Wallenges bringing it down court. Gets it to Van Polen. Van Polen looking for some movement. Does get Ridgway. Nope. Passes to Hall. Hall then to Rawson. Back to Hall. Back to Ridgway. Ridgway looking for something. Gets it to Van Polen. Van Polen then gets it down to Wallenges. Wallenges fighting for 2. Doesn't get there. Rebounded by Hall. Hall to put it right back up there. No good. Rebounded by number 24, Comets. And we got some subs here in for McBain. That'll be number 2 coming in for Van Polen. Floyd coming in for Wallenges. And Boscher coming in for Rawson. Number 21 now, that's Johns. Johns looking for Winkle. Winkle gets past Hall, then runs into Boscher, tries to get it to number 10. Number 10 to 21. Looking down low to Bennett. Bennett, no good on the layup. And number 2 for McBain, that's Rennick, jumps right on top of the ball, securing the ball for McBain. Hall to Ridgway at the top. Ridgway looking down low, gets it to Boscher on the outside. Boscher looking for blood in the paint, tries to go up for 2. But the ball does get blocked, and it will now be McBain ball underneath. Hall will take it out. Hall gets it to Blood. Blood. Ball bounces on the rim, both sides. Does not go in. Kicks it back out to Ridgway. Back out to Rennick. Rennick for 3. Bounces off the rim into the hands of an NMC player. That'll be number 20, Martins. Martins. And that'll be 21, Johns. Johns back down to Bennett. Back to 20, who then gets blocked by Blood. Blood under 2 NMC players. Gets the jump ball. And now Comets will be underneath. And that'll be number 10. It'll not be number 10 taking it out. I believe there's a timeout. Now we got 25-2 as the score. McBain leading with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the second quarter. So far this game, it's still been McBain's hand, and their defense is still coming out strong. Stopping every single play coming down their way. Comets seeming to have a little bit of a struggle here to make any points with McBain's heavy defense. But we will see what will happen here in the next 5 minutes before the end of the quarter. And during this timeout, I'm going to snack on some Little Town jerky real quick. And coming back from the timeout, it'll be Comet ball underneath with number 10. That's Bright taking it out for the Comets. She'll be looking for number 21, gets it to her Johns. Johns looking for some help, gets it to number 24, Bennett, who runs right into Hall, and Hall will steal the ball. Hall gets it to Van Polen. Van Polen gets it to Rennick. Rennick gets it back to Van Polen. Van Polen looking for some movement, not there. She'll now be getting a screen from Blood, looking down low to Blood. Blood trying for 2. No good, but does draw the foul, bringing her to the free throw line. With 4 minutes, 44 seconds, Blood will be looking for 2 here. Her first is good, making it 26-2. And now she'll be looking for her second. And The shot is good. After a bounce off the back of the rim, gets it in for one, making it 27-2. Van Polen trying to play. And the ball goes right into Reakt. And that's not Reakt, that is Ridgway's hands. Ridgway now gives it to Van Polen. Van Polen at the top. Van Polen then gives it to Reakt. Reakt down low to Blood. Blood fighting for a two. Kicks it out to Ridgway for the three, and it is good. Making the score 30-2. Winkle looking to pass it. She gets it to number 21, that's Johns. Johns gets it down low to 10. That's Bright, who then passes it down to 20, almost for a layup, but does bounce out. And now Ridgway will take it, gives it to Van Polen at the top. Van Polen. Gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway looking down low for one of her post players. Doesn't find it. Gets it to Reakt. Reakt looking down low. Doesn't get there. Gets it back to Ridgway, who then gives it back to Van Polen. Van Polen. And now we will have some subs in for McBain as Wallenges will come in for Ridgway. And number 5 will come in for Reakt. That is Hinton. And number 15, Winkle will take it. Looking for number 10, that's Bright. Bright looking down. Almost losing her dribble, tries to pick it back up, but McBain does draw a foul before a travel call happens. Well, double dribble, excuse me, I apologize. And number 10 now, that's Bright, will be taking it out for the Comets. Gives it, tries to give it to number 24, Bennett. But Michaela Blood smacks that ball right away, making it go out of bounds. Bright will have to take it out again for the Comets. Bright. We got Bennett, number 24, fighting for the ball. But the ball does get intercepted from the pass. Blood takes a three off the back of the rim. Bounces into Van Polen's hands. Van Polen bringing it to the top. Van Polen gets it to Hinton. Hinton looking, gives it to Hall. Hall, nothing there. Tries to drive in, no good. And there is a 3-second violation, bringing it to Comet ball. Comet trying to toss it, gets the ball stolen by Blood. Gives it to Hall, who tries to get Van Polen. Pass is juggled around and eventually goes out of bounds. It'll be Comet ball now as number 21, Johns, will take it out. Johns looking to pass it in, gets it to Bennett. Bennett dribbling with some power, trying to get it down low. Does not make it there. It'll be McBain ball. Hinton will take it out now for the Ramblers. Hinton gives it to Van Polen. Van Polen dribble down the court. Van Polen then gives it to Hinton. Hinton, but does get a travel, and I'll be Comet ball with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the second quarter. It'll be 30-2 as ball gets given to Winkle. Michaela Blood there almost stealing the ball. Does get it to number 10, open for a three. Doesn't make it there. Now Bennett down low, kicks it back out to number 21, Johns. Johns looking for some room to play with, doesn't get there. And Van Polen loses the ball, rolls right to number 15, Winkle, then gives it back to Johns. Johns getting double teamed, looking for some help. It's not there. Almost lunges to the side to get the pass, gets it there. Bennett down low, fights for the two, no good. And down low, number 10 is down there trying to fight. That is Bright. Goes for the fighting layup, but unfortunately when you have Wallen just there in Hall with her tall arms, it's not gonna happen. And the ball does get blocked and does roll out of bounds. Comets will take it underneath the basket with 1 minute, 57 seconds left. Bright gets it out to Bennett. Bennett putting it up for a jump shot, no good. Then gets it, Roby there. Ridgeway now. Who then gets to Van Polen. Van Polen now. Wallen just now. Take it down low. As Bennett almost looked like trying to take it a charge. Didn't work. Wallen just shot was no good though. And rebounded by number 15. That's Winkle. Winkle. And that'll be a foul on the Comets there, as Blood will take it out for McBain. Gives it to Van Polen. Van Polen now. Looking to run a play. Gets it to Roby. Roby down low to Blood. Blood passes it in between a Comet's feet, trying to look for Rawson. And it is not there, and it'll roll right out of bounds, and Bright will take it out for the Comets. Comets. And the pass is overthrown right to Blood. Gets it down to Van Polen. Back to Blood for two, and it is no good. Blood fighting for her own rebound. And it'll be a jump ball, and it's Rambler basketball. With a minute exactly on the clock. Blood will take it out now for McBain. Blood gets it to Rawson. Rawson up for two, and it is good, and the foul is drawn. Rawson will now go to the free throw line. She'll be shooting for one. And the score is 32-2. Rawson up for no good. Rebounded by Bennett. And she gives it to number 21. That's going to be Johns. Looks to Bright. Number 10 back to Johns. Johns in some trouble. Gets it to Bright again. Bright looking down low for Bennett. Not there. Bennett almost steps out of bounds, but throws it right back in. And McBain steals it. Van Polen with a wide open layup. And it is good. Making it 34-2. 30 seconds left. Bright into 21. That's Johns back to Winkle, 15. Winkle gives it back to Johns. Johns to Bright. Bright runs down into Rawson and Blood. Cat fight down there trying to grab the ball. The ball's rolling on the floor now. Blood grabs it. Gets to Van Polen, to Rawson. Gets it knocked out of bounds before it could get to Roby. That's number 20, Martins. Now McBain will take it down low. And we will have a sub in. That's Wallen just coming in for Blood. And Roby will take it out of bounds now. Roby. Looking for something open, gets it to Wallen just to Rawson, down low. Shot was blocked there before she could get it out of her hands, making it go lopsided. And then it was a cat fight down low once again. And it ended in Comet's hands, but not before the buzzer went off. That is the end of your first half. McBain leads 34 to Comets 2. We will see you after halftime.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972. Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in Northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Northern Truck Service, established in 2015 by John Skierbeck. It's a full diesel mechanic shop that can do anything from changing a light bulb to a full rebuild. With a stock of most parts, they can get you back on the road in no time.
And hello, Rambler Nation. Welcome back to the second half of the JV girls basketball game. And Comets will start off the ball. Well, we're going to start off with the ball, but Blood decides to steal it right out of the bat and gives it a layup, putting the Ramblers 36-2. Starting over, the Comets will now have it. It'll be number 15, Winkle, gives it to, I don't know who that was. She was turned sideways. That was Bennett. Tossy now, looking down low. Pass was caught by Hall instead. Hall now to Wallenges. Wallenges gets into a bit of a kind of a wrestling match there down low. It's before everybody left, Blood decided to stay back and get a jump ball. It'll be Rambler ball now. With Rambler ball, now number 32 Hall will take it out. Hall will be looking, gets it to Blood, who kicks it out to Van Polen. Van Polen now for three, bounces off the rim to Wallenges. The cat fight down there between Van Polen and I believe that was Bennett, but she gets it to Ridgway, back to Van Polen. Van Polen now on the outside, gets it to, she'll now be dribbling, gets a screen, gets it to Wallenges. Wallenges now gets it to Hall, back to Van Polen. Van Polen back to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to break ground for the jumper, and it goes right in. No problem. 38, Comets 2. And now Bennett back to Winkle. Winkle looking to Bennett. Ball gets stolen by Van Polen, goes in for the layup, gets the return of 40 points for McBain, and Comets 2. The Winkle now looking down court, gets it to number 11, Bennett. Bennett gets it to Tossy. Tossy now under a bit of trouble, back to Winkle. Looking for Bennett. Bennett gets it now. Goes to Bright, but Michaela with her long arms reaches right up and grabs it. Van Polen almost got the save for McBain on the fast break, but before she could, the ball bounced right back out of bounds, and we will now have a timeout. Right out of the gate here with 6 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock, McBain just stole the ball. I mean, it's plainly, it's obvious right there. I mean, they stole the ball right off the bat, getting a layup, and then proceeded to just get a couple more, making the score 40-2. Comets team so far tonight for the JV has had a rough time trying to get their ball rolling, but McBain's heavy convoy, coached by Tim O'Malley and assistant coach Quist, just keeps rolling on. There's just no stopping this team, as they are still, I believe, undefeated this season. And you can just see why. Comets now will be starting off with the ball, and number 11 will take it out. That's Bennett, who then gives it back to number 15, Winkle. Winkle back to Bennett. Bennett, who then gets it down low, gets it to number 20, Martins, who then steps out of bounds on the double team, making it McBain ball. Ridgway will now give it to Van Polen. Van Polen will now take it. Van Polen looking to Hall. Hall looking to Wallenges, who puts up a layup, but goes right over into the hands of number 11, Bennett. Bennett gives it to Winkle. Winkle looking to Tossy, who then gives it back to number 11, Bennett. Bennett looking for two, no good, because a Rambler hand happened to get right under that, blocking the ball. It will now be Comet ball underneath. Comet now look for number 11, Bennett, who looks for a shot, is no good. The ball's rolling around the floor. There's a couple players trying to grab it. McBain gets it. Van Polen will dribble up the court with it now. Van Polen looking down low for Blood. Blood looking for a two, and it is good for the easy layup. It'll be 42 now to 2. Bennett looking for Winkle. Winkle will now take it and dribble down the court with it. Winkle gives it back, tries to give it back to Bennett, but ball is stolen by Van Polen. And before it went out of bounds, she managed to save it, but it rolled right back to Bennett's hands. Ridgway looking to get it back, runs right into Bennett, and it is no good. No good for McBain, because Comets will now take it again. Winkle now give it back to Bennett. Bennett looks to Bright. Bright looking around, gets it back to Bennett. Bennett looking for 2, bounces right off the rim. Bright almost gets a 2, and Blood underneath to get the jump ball. And it will be Comet ball. Bright will take it out for the Comets. Bright gets it to 2, Tossy, looking for 3, but hits the top of the board because of the foul. And now Tossy will be shooting for 2. With 4 minutes left to go in the third. First one's up, and it is good, making the score 3-42. And we got some subs in here as Ridgway will come out and Wallen just will come in, and Rawson will also come out with, I believe, number 2 Rennick will come in. Van Polen threw it in between 2 players. That was Rennick and Wallen. Just both Rennick and Wallen just were confused, telling the other one, no, it was your pass. No, it was your pass. Unfortunately, it rolled right out of bounds, and now the Comet ball. Bright runs right into Michaela, grabs the ball, and makes her travel. It'll now be McBain ball. Hall will take it out, gets it to Van Polen. Van Polen now. Van Polen looking for an open player, gets it to Blood almost, but the ball is bobble-hobbled by number 20, Martins. And we will have a sub now, and Hall will come out of the game, and number 3, Bosher, will come in. Blood will take it out for McBain. Blood looking for an open player. Looks for Van Polen. Van Polen now looking for Blood down low with the hard layup. And it bounces a couple times and goes right in, making it 44-3 for McBain. Comets now with 3 points on the board, looking to make something happen. We got number 15, Winkle, gets it to number 11, Bennett. Bennett looking for Tossy and gets the ball, gets the jump ball. It will now be Rambler ball once again, and I believe we actually will have a timeout before Ramblers will take over. With the timeout, 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Ramblers 44, Comets 3. So far in this game, it has not been back and forth like a couple last games I've seen. This one's just been one-sided affair, it seems. With 44-3, Comets still having a rough time under the heavy pressure and heavy defense of McBain. They are unable to make any points so far, but with Comets coming back out on the floor, looking to have a little bit of hope in them, we will see what will happen. As Blood will take it out for McBain. Gets it into Van Polen. Van Polen now looking to pass it. No one's there. She drives in for herself, looking for the layup, and did get a travel. It'll now be Comet ball. Bennett, number 11, will take it out. Gets it to number 15, Winkle. And Tossy throws it to Bennett, but Bennett unable to hold on to it. Then gets it to Van Polen. Winkle, number 15 now. Looking for number 2, Tossy. And Hinton will come in for Van Polen. And now, number 2, Rennick will be looking to toss it into Blood. Blood will take it now. Ramblers score, making it 47-3 now with 30 seconds left in the third. And the 15 Winkle looking for number 5. It is not there. Instead, number 5 for McBain. That's Hinton. Steals it. In some trouble. Throws it back in, and it bounces right off number 5 of NMC. That's going to be Hernandez Runes. Blood will now take it out for McBain. Blood gets it to Wallen just down low. Tries to go for a layup. But instead, to end the third quarter, it's going to be a wrestle between Tossie and Wallenges. Before a jump ball was called, the quarter will end. And with that third quarter end, the Ramblers still have a pretty huge lead, and I don't see them giving it up anytime soon with 47-3. 8 minutes left to go. Ramblers, like always, will keep bringing that pressure as the Comets will be coming back out with a fighting chance. As each coaches talk to them, when you look over on the Ramblers side, Tim O'Malley seems to be enlightening their players with some strong morals, telling them, guys, we've had a great game so far. We're going to keep it up. Let's keep going with it. And with the Comets, they're looking to have some words of wisdom from their coach, trying to enlighten them as well, give them hope again, and tell them to keep going out and trying. Anything could happen in 8 minutes. And now Comets will take it. Bright gets it to Winkle, but Winkle tries to get it back to Bright, but Rennick was there to hit it right out of bounds. Bright now gets it to number 11, Bennett. Bennett looking down low to number 2, Tossie, but Hall was there to stop the pass, but instead, with stopping the pass, got a foul. Bringing Comets underneath. That'll be Bright taking it out for the Comets. Bright trying to get it to number 15, Winkle, but instead bounces off or gets it to Bennett, who shot it. The shot was no good. Now number 5 for NMC put up a shot and was no good. Rennick now on the outside, looking for Wallen just with the tough basket, proving her dominance on the floor, putting it all out there, getting the easy layup, no problem. Bennett now looking to drive in for 2, and it is no good as there's so many hands up there trying to grab the ball. Wallen just now just proving just to put a hand on that ball, making it impossible for NMC to shoot, but once they did get up a shot, it was close, but it was no good. Wallen just again for the layup, gets it down low. 51-3 now, and number 11, Bennett, will take it up the floor for NMC, who tries to get it to number 10, Bright. Bright now driving in. Nothing there. Tries to get it back out to Bennett, but the pass is blocked by Hall, and it'll now go out of bounds. Number 10, Bright now. Looking for Bennett, but not there. As they both dove for it, Bennett ended up on top of Hall, but managed to get it to the Comets. But an over and back call was called, making it McBain ball. And number 1, Ridgeway will come in for number 11, Wallenges. Number 20 for NMC down low, looking for a shot. Doesn't find a way to get one off, and instead gets a travel. Now Brooklyn Hall will take it out for McBain. Back to Ridgeway. Ridgeway will now take it up the court. Ridgeway passes half court as she gets a wide open 3. Shot bounces off the rim, and then number 2, Rennick gets it right back to Ridgeway. Ridgeway with some fancy ball handling skills, then looks for the overpass to Hall. Hall throwing it up there no good. And then number 5, that's Hinton, tries to save it from going out of bounds, but does not get it saved. That is not English. The Comets now, number 10. That'll be Bright, giving it to number 15, Winkle. Winkle driving. Now number 2 stole it from. Oh, number 2 from McBain. That's gonna be Reakt, stole it from the Comets, looking to drive it down court, but the Comets just denied that from happening, and it'll come up Comet ball once again as Winkle will bring it down the court. Winkle gets to number 10, Bright, looking to number 5. That's Ruins, and looks down low, passes no good, and number 2, Reakt will come up with it. Reakt getting it to Rawson. Rawson with the jump or 2, no good. Hall, the jump right up there, fights for her rebounds, looking for a layup, but then draws the foul instead of bringing her to the free throw line, and now she'll be shooting for 2 in the final 3 seconds and 20. 5 seconds left to go. I was trying to wait for it, but didn't come fast enough. Hall now will take it to the free throw line, and her shot is up, and it is no good. And she'll be looking for her second, and it is no good as it bounces off the front of the rim, but Rawson comes up with it, looking for a shot. Ends up no good as Tossie's there to get the rebound for the Comets and gives it to number 15, Winkle. Winkle will now come down the court with it. Winkle passes it right to Rawson, who then gets it right to Hinton. Hinton now, who then gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway at the top, looking at our 2 post players. Then gets it back to Hinton. Hinton looking for some help, gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway looking down low to Hall, but the ball is smacked out of bounds by Tossie. And it'll be McBain ball underneath with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. Bosher now will take it out from McBain. Bosher gets it to Roby. Roby, who kicks it back out to Bosher. Bosher for 3, no good. As Hinton will pick it up from McBain. Hinton now giving it to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to drive in. No good as she runs right into a brick wall of Comets. And it'll continue to be McBain's ball underneath as Bosher, number 3 from McBain, will take it out. Bosher looking for an open player. No one's there except for Hinton down low. Hinton gets it, brings it back out to the 3-point line, who then gets it to Bosher at the top, gets it to Rawson. Rawson back to Roby. Roby will now try and get it to Hinton. Hinton now, who then gets it back to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to Hinton. Hinton now dribbling around a little bit at the top as number 5 from NMC's Gardner heavily, but does get a screen. Nothing there for her. Gets it back to Ridgway. Ridgway at the top, dribbling around. Gets it to Bosher on the outside, then tries to look for Rawson. Not there as Tossie smacks it right out of there. NMC playing hard defense, making sure McBain does not score anything else. Ridgway now tries to get it back to Bosher, but miscommunication. NMC will now get a breakaway. No good for the layup, and Ridgway will come back and take it. Ridgway then gets to a wide open Rawson. Rawson up for 2, no good. Gets in the hands of Roby. Roby kick it out to Bosher. Back to Hinton. Hinton to Ridgway. Back to where we started now. Hinton will take it back to Ridgway as they will wind down the clock as we go from 2 seconds to 1 to 0. And that is game, folks, for the JV girls game. McBain wins it 51-3. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it very much for watching us here in the Rambler Review. Make sure to like and subscribe here to follow up on all Rambler sports. Hope you have a great night, and I will see you for the varsity girls game. Have a great night.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain.
Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around.
Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood.